What's up, guys? Tony Maritato here. Let's talk about Medicare processing claims and specifically when you use a reopening versus a redetermination. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up behind me on the screen a page from CGS. My MAC here in Ohio is CGS. Every MAC is going to have some information on the difference between reopening versus redetermination. I like the way CGS explains it, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see it a little better. Let me see if I've got that set up. Okay, so submit a reopening when a claim that was either paid or denied was processed with minor errors or omissions. For example, you need to do a date of service correction, a place of service correction, right? So if you're doing mobile therapy and you're putting place of service 12, maybe somehow your system puts in an 11, you need to switch it to a 12. Fixing transposed CPT code. So a lot of times somebody might put in the letter character 0 instead of the number 0, or rather the letter character O instead of the number 0. Correcting number of units, adding a diagnosis code or changing a diagnosis code, changing modifiers, correcting the billed amount. The modifiers, this is the main one when it comes to the financial threshold. So if you hit the financial threshold during a claim process and you get paid either a partial amount or none of it, but you know that the KX is justified and you needed to add the KX modifier, you would do a reopening, not a redetermination. You would submit a redetermination when a claim was denied or partially denied. For example, medical necessity, frequency limitation, review of medical records or claim decision, services submitted with an incorrect year of service, and anything that cannot be handled as a reopening. So your first step is to go to the reopening to make minor corrections on the claim. You would do that through the MAC portal. I pulled this up. So Novitas has a form letter. This one, I'm not sure how current this is. It should be the up to date one. Like if you come here, you can see that this is talking about a redetermination or a clerical error reopening. So if you're not going to do something through the MAC portal, your MAC might have a form like this. You're going to go through, you can see you would choose your state in this case. Does your appeal involve a recovery audit decision, an overpayment decision? Medicare is a secondary, talks about procedure codes. And then this is where you would fill in the appropriate information, and then you would submit this. So guys, there's a couple ways to handle it, but the most important thing is you understand what is the difference between a reopening and a redetermination. A reopening happens really fast. This is the most common way you would correct if you submit a claim that required the KX modifier and it didn't have the KX modifier, or you submit a claim that required the 59 modifier and it didn't have the 59 modifier. You would reopen the claim, add the appropriate modifier to the appropriate CPT code line item, and then have it reprocessed. Guys, I'll catch you in the next video.